It's already a long video, so I'm trying to make this as short as possible. The steady plastic is essentially star plastic. The berry is essentially a buzz clone, but in a gummy star, very grippy plastic blend. It releases very well flat to hyzer. However, the same exact give that gives you good grip on anhyzer angles, as your thumb depresses, it changes the angle of the disc. I did not find any success throwing this anhyzer today. However, flat to hyzer flips and hyzers, this disc excels in the 250 to 330 range. Under 250, you're going to see some more fluffed nose up, hyzer out shots. And over 330, you're going to start to see a hyzer flip more or hyzer flip to turn, but it is not a late turner. I was hoping that in this gummy plastic it would be more understable and late turn. Unfortunately, flew exactly like buzz, dead straight 380. Could probably get it to go 390 for 410 on a distance line. My only gripe would be that I would like it to be ever so slightly deeper. I would like my index finger position to be here instead of there. That was the Barry Cliff Notes version, and now for the extended portion of the video, the full round coming up. It's going to be a very tough round. Hole one, right in that opening. If I throw it flat, it should turn over. Turn, 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 turn. Or it's a straight flyer. First thoughts, they just remade a buzz. I was looking at about 115 to the pin. Tough forehand. A little wide. Now that I know it's like a buzz, fly straight, slight hyzer, flip it up, drift it over. I'm afraid to put my foot down. Too bad. This is the look of disapproval. We're going to circle back to hole 2 after I get away from these bad parents. Awesome. Alright, still got about 180 to pin. 180. The chains you hear back there are 40 feet away from me, them tapping out while I'm still on hole 2 because they were throwing on me on hole 1, so that's cool. Alright, I think I can wobble it over, so let's be a little bit more smooth spinning. It is torque resistant, and it holds the hyzer. I just gotta take the medicine here. Pitch up. Thing on the pole. I noticed the chains are crossed here. When you walk away from a hole, make sure that the chains are untangled. Otherwise, you don't want to be the person that spits out a really good putt or throw in or an ace because someone else messed up the chains and walked away. 285 low ceiling turnover. I throw it like it's about 310, 320. I should be able to force it over. I'll have the integrity to pan forward. Didn't quite get over. Early release, but it didn't quite drift over the way I wanted. Now looking at 120. Nose up in hyzer. Well, nose up. Got one thing right. Got par 28 footer. Bogey. At 565, dog leg left. Hyzer drive tunnel shot. Hopefully it's short enough. I think I threw that a little too long. Pinched myself off. It was actually short enough with enough fade to get perfectly center. This is still a 260 turnover. Settled turnover. Alright, circle 2 is my fault for hanging that wide. I gotta punch it. Tough putt. Let's go. Hopefully I wasn't in the way of that. That's how you birdie. Shank, shank. Circle 2. For the integrity of the video, I'm just blasting through this and dubbing over it. Short story is that the guy had his daughter and wife or girlfriend or whatever on the course. He jumped me. He was playing slower than me. He was tapping out on hole 7 when his daughter was still running in the middle of the fairway in hole 6. He just left her in the dust. He was smoking in front of his kid and being rude. What bothers me the most is that children pick up on their parents' behaviors, and children are a blank slate. So if you are rude or disrespectful, the children are going to pick up on that, and that's what behavior they are going to learn. Of course, endangering your child, letting a 2-year-old run around the course, possibly getting hit with disc flying at 60 miles an hour is no bueno. I'm all about building a good, healthy community. However, honestly, people like that don't belong. Just throwing backwards shots at this point, just trying to calm down and get back out of my head, get away from the frustration of the round. It's been a very tough round. Oh, that was perfect, but it didn't flip. That pretty low percentage shot. Got it. What? How did I not get that? Oh, yeah. That much. I was 110% sure that was in. So the Barry's going to hold a line without turning over or fading really much at all. Get up there. Get up there. That's a birdie putt. Hardest hole on the course. I mean, it's nice what I can do when I'm not angry. I spoke too soon. I can't believe it rolled all the way back down. No way. Well, here goes nothing. Go in. Thought it was in. Alright, it's a hill. Can't get a camera straight. Par. Alright, tight gap. First putt, Barry. That's why I love Barry. Alright, nice straight shot. I've got 8 people to hit. Power up on it, throw left side and power up on it. Oh! Sorry about that. This is what a good group looks like. They're out here to have fun, and they know they're playing slower, so they let me play through. That's just good etiquette.
This your home course?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the type of community that we want to build and grow.
Nice.
Good Missy in front of 8 people.
Love it. Have a good one.
Good. Well, it's good under pressure.
Pressure putt. Alright, I would never throw a mid-range for a 420-foot hole, but here we go. Just rushing it, trying to play through because they let me play through and I didn't want to hold them up.
You can fix it.
Just for you guys. Play through first, just rushed it, rotated poorly and slipped out of my hand. About 130 hyzer. Thought the disc was going to turn over on the second shot. It didn't. Water redemption for my failed nose up and hyzer upshot last hole, and I don't redeem myself. Okay. Interesting. Easy up and down if I had thrown a hyzer upshot, but still make the putt somehow. Think you can't see on the video from the long pad, so I'm throwing from the short pad. It's still 350 plus downhill, tight line. And fade. 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 Spark. Spark. I think I can do it with my eyes closed. I don't think I can do it with my eyes closed. Alright, gonna have to brace vertically. I think I should be able to get at least 360 to 380. Flying dead straight like a buzz, but ever so slightly shorter, maybe a 4 glide. Didn't want to do anything but go straight. Alright, this tree right here is 400. So 400 minus 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19, 20. 400 minus 20 exactly. That's 380, like I said, goes dead straight. Perfect representation of that disc. And then a terrible representation. I don't even know what happened here. Cold hands, something. I can't quite seem to throw those touch up shots, nose up, and hyzer with the berry. It's par. Did not respect the tap in. Alright, we got no choice if I want the birdie to throw this on some anhyzer and get it to pan into that right side gap. I'm going to position the camera there to the left so it can see. You guys saw nothing. Take 2. We're gonna have to take that. Alright, I am throwing this disc not so good anhyzer. I don't know if that's me today, just having an off day throwing my anhyzers, or if it's a disc. But this disc excels super straight or hyzer releases. Flat to hyzer straight shots. Not sure I'm good at flexing this disc. I'm throwing nose up. 180, 200 feet. I might have stepped on my disc. I stepped on the rim when planting and then the flight plate during follow through. So I stepped on it twice in the same throw. Turns out I just don't release this disc well on Anheuser. Considering I can first try throw that disc where I want, and I can't release the berry very well. Can't release it very well on Anheuser. Maybe it is the disc. Big putt.
That's big right there. It won't take it. Yeah, you're up on the left there. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Please, someone teach me how to hit more chains than this. Oops. Now we move on to some take twos. Now we're going to try and go a lot straighter with it this time. Very straight. Oh, I went too straight. Dead straight. I meant straight with hyzer. And it was just straight with straight. Hit it hard. Hopefully drift it to the right. Of course I learned nothing. You can't late drift this disc because it's not beat in yet. It only early drifts right out of the hand. That disc just can't do what it needs to on this hole. It's not flippy enough to late flip. All clear on 11? Okay, they're not gonna answer me. I waited like 3 minutes for them to clear off, and they don't answer me. I tried to check if there was anybody still on the hole because there were people just standing around on their phones, not even playing. Fade. That's not fade. Good flight though. I waited several minutes. They had no intention of letting me play through, so I just walked up the hill and threw back to the parking lot. Low skipper. Doesn't skip upward. I was kind of joking whether it was going to ace until it actually looked like it was going to ace. Then it didn't. 1% battery. You can tell from my breath that there's some headwind and crosswind there. Turned it over. I didn't expect that. Turned over. Powered up on it and it turned over. That was such a good, perfect shot out of the hand. It looked perfect the whole way until it stopped turning. Now we know that this is a really straight, torque-resistant flyer. We're going to go right at the basket instead of trying to roll it over. Much better, even though I threw it way more power than it needed. It was definitely past the pin and still didn't want to turn over. A good demonstration that you can't just force it over and force it into turn. It has to beat up to get that late turn. The fact that it was enough power to go circle 2 long and still not turn over means I would have had to put it on Anheuser, and Anheuser would have turned early into one of the trees on the right side.
Take 2. Straight flyer. Should be able to pop it on a touch of hyzer. Dead straight. Dead straight into that tree. Alright, give me some redemption. Redemption. This is the worst shot with it. I don't know why I have trouble releasing anhysers. I can throw big sweeping anhysers, but I can't throw like soft panning anhysers. I knew I'd just throw it perfect, but it takes me 3 times. I know I just threw that shot perfect, but it did take me 3 tries to throw that shot on this hole.
The video is pretty much a wrap at this point. First 2 minutes of the video describe how the disc feels and flies in general, and the rest of it is just visual extras and maybe a little bit of frustration from a very tough round with jerks.
Nice and calm now. Should be able to hit this line, keep it on the hyzer. Beautiful, except it's so straight it doesn't hyzer. That's circle 2, maybe circle 3 putt for birdie. I see it. When in doubt, always go for the hardest gap. Oh, I almost got it.
So while I did have plenty of time to just do take after take after take later this evening in editing, I didn't have the daylight to continue filming and just restart the round and film another round running out of daylight, and the disc wouldn't fly like brand new once it's seen X amount of trees. So I wanted an honest review, and that's why I just pushed through, and there's more ranting and the video is longer and a little bit more dramatic than it needs to be. But if you like this more real raw content, let me know. If you want me to just be straight to the point and cut out all that junk, let me know. I feel like for a full 18 holes plus a disc review, I've already got it pretty concise. Thanks for watching, and until next time.